second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Fielded just inside the 20. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I had to think about it. Bye-bye. You holding your hand now? Look at this.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 40.
Put all your stuff in one thing. Yeah, pretend to sleep, little boy. It's such a fake. Oh my god.
He always does that, like we don't know that. That's a rip.
Yesterday I was like, hello, Mason. He's like,
oh, but he fell asleep though when I went in there. He was sleeping. Yeah. Let's go.
I've never seen these.
Sticky boy, you gotta go tete.
You know I haven't laid down since 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I know, you had me up. Why you think I was tired? I went to sleep at freaking... You had me up at like 9, yeah.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. They'll run with Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle. On 2nd down, Muhammad. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That
was nasty.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, Muhammad. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Shotgun now for Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines are telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He was looking for Crabtree that time.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first. Interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads, and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you
The black
are. I
one's
don't
in there,
think
that
that there's
works.
any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't take it off.
Attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 29, Wentz. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it's third down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
It's your birthday.
On first down, Muhammad. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, listen, bro. You go wherever she wants to go. Stop acting like that. Stop. Mind your business. She just wants to go. She's going to her house.
I get it.
You gonna take her.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Layla, she can leave like it's her birthday. Stop doing it.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
On second down and 4, Brady. It's complete.
Fuck.
James White. Just a 1-yard pickup
Hey,
on the
watch him
play, and that's going to bring up the third down. Well, James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. On first and 10, here's Brady. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Safarian Jenkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 20.
Right there.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Crunch time, defense.
Brady going to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
3 bud.
First and 10 at the 22. Sugar!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's caught. Safarian Jenkins with a Patriots touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the rout is on here in this first half. This is taken at his 4. And
You know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
they come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Does you never have one?
The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Wentz going to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Olivier Vernon brings him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Take it, ball. You got to go Tete. No, you
it's
go to
a
mama.
4-yard pickup.
Go Tete now.
It's a
Take it, ball.
2nd down.
Go Tete.
play fake. Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's in there.
Hey, set, 53. Out of screen. Watch the screen. Go.
I don't know. That's what was last.
Mike 51.
I'm playing the game. You find it.
Alabama.
On play action, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. And New England has a first down. Brady now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going 8 of 10. It's first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Gostkowski with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
$120.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Did it get dismissed? Did it get dismissed?
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Now Michel, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Man left. Everyone, you got 4 down. You go tight. You got tight. You on 50.
Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be fourth down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alert.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Sugar! Hey, 66.
Now Brady again. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
To throw again. Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tab.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their slit. 2 yards. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Dorsett on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Ozzie, when he hits.
On play action, now Brady. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler, is a rookie there to bat that one away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch.
They start to drive with White, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
51, Mike 51.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Well, she's drinking the bottom here.
On the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running for it. Here's Chubb.
Oh, come on, bro. You fucking push him over the line?
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Look at that fucking line.
Wentz escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah, let's go lefty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'm trying to run the clock out. You trying to score touchdowns?
New England with a first down
I'm
as they
going to
begin
score
the
on you
drive.
again.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, box drop.
Brady going to look to throw.
What the fuck is that?
And that is intercepted by
Oh, bro, with that fucking blitz.
And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
That's corny, nigga.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket
Right.
pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.